श्री रतन टाटा जी हमारे साथ नहीं रहे हैं, परंतु उन्होंने जो लेगेसी छोड़कर जा रहे हैं वो लंबे समय तक देश के औद्योगिक क्षेत्र में काम करने वाले
We should have that we are Indians and that we should be proud of. So my enthusiasm in the new India of tomorrow continues to be there. I continue to feel the need to support enterprising young Indian engineers and scientists. And all of us should be very pleased to play this role and need to support this.
Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the journey of a great visionary leader, a philanthropist and a legacy that continues to inspire even today. He is none other than the late Ratan Tata, who is not with us anymore, but the impact that he has created on the lives of millions and millions of people will be remembered forever and cherished forever. So this video is to pay tribute to this particular great, remarkable individual who transformed the lives of millions and millions of people, in addition to what he has contributed to the economy of India and the world. So let's begin the journey now. So this family, that is the Tata Group family, is known for philanthropic activities which is spanning for more than 100 decades now. We all know that Ratan Tata was born on December 28, 1937 in Mumbai to a well-established iconic business family, right? But what did these family members do even before he was born? What did this particular Tata Group of companies was doing for more than 100 years of time in improving the lives of millions and millions of people? So this is something which is very important for us to remember now, so as to cherish each and everything that he has given to us. And in fact, he is someone who has given more than what he has taken from the society. So let's go for a quick recap of what all the philanthropic activities done by this particular Tata Group of companies. We know that this Tata Trust was established in the year 1892, right? Some of the remarkable establishments that followed after includes these things. So let's see it one by one now. In 1904, okay, in 1904, they established Tata Institute of Science. In the year 1941, they established Tata Medical Center. Okay. In the year 1964, they established Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. So these are the some of educational and research institutes established by them. So what are you looking right now on the screen is the letter written by, not this Tata that we are talking about. Okay, so this was written by Sir Ratan Tata. Okay, if you look at the family tree, you will be able to understand it better. So here is the Jamshedji Tata, who is the founder of this Tata Group of companies. So here is the Ratan Tata, Sir Ratan Tata, who is the son of this Jamshedji Tata. Okay, so he wrote a letter to, this is the letter written by him to Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Okay, so and in this letter he has written that he is going to give 12,000 rupees per annum to the servants of Indian society. Earlier he was giving 6,000 it seems, and now he has increased the contribution to 12,000 rupees. So this was way back. Okay, so written way back by Sir Ratan Tata. So I mean to say that this philanthropic activities is not new to this Tata Group of companies, and we will see what are the major things done by these people right now. So the screen that you are seeing right now shows that Jamshedji Tata has launched various schemes such as free medical help and then primary classes for children of women, mill workers. So this is something way forward at that period of time for someone to even think about, who is not into social activities as such, but then running a business of their own for profits, right? And here you can see that Sir Ratan Tata, okay, his trust initiates Himatil Pariyojana to address the root cause of underdevelopment in the central Himalayan region of Uttarakhand, which was going through problems related to agriculture, which was going through problems related to migration and environmental problems. Okay, so and then so here you can see that the National Cancer Grid. Okay, so with the support of Tata Trust, is facilitating a high bandwidth, secure, and most importantly, private network through which cancer centers can communicate with each other, okay, across the world. So these are some of the very great initiatives which we can't think about at that period of time. And now we also have this Tata Trust and Global Fund launching the Indian Health Fund to address key health challenges in India. So let me give you some of the examples. Okay, so the philanthropic activities is not just restricted only to health and education, but it is spanning across a range of other segments also, starting from disaster relief, environmental conservation, and even women empowerment and the rural development. So these are the areas where the philanthropic activities were focused upon, starting from education, child welfare, women's empowerment, healthcare, disaster relief, and the environmental conservation. So far 95 crores has been granted to donated to Tata Institute of Social Science, Hyderabad, and 50 crores to Indian Institute of Science, and then 500 crores for Tata Medical Center, rural areas development, and for which he has contributed to almost 300 crores of rupees, and 150 crores of rupees were also spent especially for the development of women. And we also knew that during the COVID period of time, he also contributed almost around 1500 rupees to the people, right? And he is also focusing on, he was also focusing on energy and environmental initiative. Almost 60 to 70 percentage of their budget was dedicated to healthcare and education. So it was said that about 65 percentage of the profits that these particular group of company, that is Tata Group of companies, earning is actually dedicated for the philanthropic activities, and that is something very, very, very grateful of him, right? And the Tata Group. And now, so these are some of the quotes that you can see being given by these people who are belonging to Tata Group of Trust, and that is actually reflected in their activities and life as well. So we have so much to take from this now. So let me read it for you. What advances a nation or community is not so much to prop up its weakest and most helpless members, but to lift up the best and most gifted so as to make them of the greatest service to the country. Just imagine the visionary that he has, okay? And then this was given by Sir Ratan Tata. So he says that for the advancement of education, learning and industry in all its branches, including education and economy, sanitary services and art, for the relief of human suffering or for the other works of public utility. Okay, and then this is something which was said by J.R.D. Tata about a lady called as Jaguar. So apart from being intimately associated with the house of Tata all through her life, she has spent her life in the service and welfare of the underprivileged and the needy and those whom she could help. So it is not just one or two people of this Tata Group, but almost all the members of this Tata Group has almost lived their life doing philanthropic activities. Okay. And then moving on to what he has contributed to the economy, and especially how this Tata Group of companies is dominating the global presence. He was born in the year, and we know that, right? Okay, 1937. After that, he pursued his degrees from well-renowned institutes across the globe. So here is the Cornell University from where he got a degree in architecture, and then he completed his management program from Harvard University. So after that, what happened is he did not join to the Tata Group of companies directly, targeting any higher position in the hierarchy, but rather what he did will surprise you. So he started his journey to the Tata Group of companies with the Tata Group of companies in 1961 at a very, very lower level or a very lower rank in the hierarchy. It took him 30 years to reach the position of the chairmanship of the Tata Group of companies. So it was in the year 1991 only Ratan Tata, became the chairman of the Tata Group of companies, and these are the various growth accomplishments done after the chairmanship. You can see of Ratan Tata spanning across different time periods. Starting from 1945, what all things happened here, and we will be focusing more about the dominance made by the Tata Group of company after the chairmanship of Sir Ratan Tata. See, we knew that he became the chairman of Tata Groups in 1991, and that was the year very, very important for Indian economy. Why? Because we had LPG reforms in place. So these these two things had played a huge role in marking a transformative era for the Indian economy, I would say. The reason being, you will see it now, under his chairmanship, the Tata Group of companies, went for a diverse portfolios. It expanded globally, and in fact, it became the symbol of Indian entrepreneurship. So here we can see from where the Tata Motors earn money in addition to India. Europe, it has its presence in the rest of the world like UK, China, USA. Okay, and we have to definitely, appreciate. I mean, we have to definitely go through some of these strategic acquisitions made by this Tata Group of companies. Starting with Tetley in 2000 from UK, we have Daewoo Motors. One of the important heavy vehicles unit of Daewoo Motors was also made. Under the control of Tata Group of companies in 2004. It was based in South Korea, and then we have this Max Steel. This is one of the largest steel companies of Singapore that was acquisited by this particular Tata Group of companies in the year 2005. We had Corus. You all know about Corus, right? So it's an Anglo-Dutch company. It was also made under the control of Tata Group of companies in the year 2007. So we had Land Rover and Jaguar in 2008. So in 2008, in addition to this, Tata Group of companies also, came up with one of the very, very important and attractive thing that is called as nano cars to meet the dreams of middle class population. So this, in fact, shows the great visionary that he had in mind, and how a visionary leader can transform the lives of the people and make the dreams of the people come true just like that. So that is the most affordable car of the world, right? So we know the launch of this Tata Group of company. I mean, this nano car launched by the Tata Group of company, and these are some of the logos you can see, okay, which makes Tata Groups fulfilled, right? Okay, and then this is something you have to, can have a look about the important groups that we have: Voltas, Chemicals, Power, Taj, Air India, and in fact, this Taj Hotel, okay, I have to tell you that this is the first hotel which had electricity when it was, created at that period of time. So his acquisitions revolutionized the automobile industry. Moving forward from here, now, I'm going to give you an important list of accomplishments made by or even going through in Tata Group of companies. We know that we have Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange operating, right? Okay, so this Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange's softwares are run by the Tata Consultancy Services. So RBI's RTGS platform and SEBI's core banking system is also supported by the Tata Consultancy Services. In fact, SEBI's surveillance system is driven by Tata. Data networks developed by Tata Communication transfers data from Silicon Valley to Singapore in 180 milliseconds. Just imagine, okay? And then Tata Steel supports 70% of the country's steel requirements. 85% of the steel used at Kolkata's iconic Howrah Bridge was also manufactured at Tata's Jamshedpur plant. So UK's 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 5 rupee and 10 rupee coins are also made from steel produced by Tata Group of companies. Even India's 2000 rupee notes after demonetization was designed at Tata Design Factory. So now Tata is operating the world's largest wholly owned and most advanced subsea fiber network that is connecting 200 countries and territories. So the list goes on like this, okay? But this is something that is enough for us to even visualize the impact that this particular Tata Group is having in India as well as the world, right? And this particular company almost contributes to on an average of about 2 to 2.5% of the total tax that is getting collected every year in India. So just imagine how an ordinary person who, after becoming the chairman of the company, after spending 30 years of his life for making the groundwork that is needed, is able to transform the lives of people in all ways possible, and that has made something easy for us to remember him even if he is not with us. So his legacy will continue to inspire even today, and I hope this session will be helpful for you to just appreciate how a person with value can transform the country, can transform the lives of millions and millions of people. So that's it for today, okay? And he has also won, before we wind up, I would like to tell you that he has also won so many awards and so many, doctorates from the other countries as well. We all know that he is the recipient of Padma Bhushan award. In addition to that, he also received a philanthropy award, and his company also received an award for the best company with philanthropy. Okay, so then thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to UPSC Warriors channel, please subscribe immediately. Stay tuned with us for more updates. Thank you. Take care.